Sorry about that. We're going to try that again. What up, everybody? Can you hear me? Am I registering? Make sure this microphone is up and running. Nope, not that avatar button. Yeah, I love this stuff, folks. This is where the magic happens. All right, testing. Yep, we are good. Speaker through the computer. We're good. Check. Hey, this is the beautiful thing of StreamYard. You get to figure out all the wonderful stuff as we do. Now, today is going to be want to first thank everybody that checked out the WrestleMania review show. It was fun. We had a good time. Want to thank Berto. Want to thank my boys, Ron, and also Ladarius. I had to make sure I remember everyone's name because I don't want to be a jerk. So now I am now working on bringing my panel, but this is how we do it. I'm your host, C-Double. Now, this is my buddy here, Jerry. He's actually, we're going to need to bring you in because my picture apparently.
No, you're kind of cutting me off.
Yeah. You know, my DJ picture, man, it'll knock you out if it wants. It's, you know, it's glory hog. What can I say? Well, you know, I mean, I learned from the best, basically. So, but no, for real, we are basically looking forward to having you guys in. This is basically going to be an open forum session where we're going to just talk about the state of wrestling or the weekend review of wrestling. We'll cover SmackDown and Raw on Tuesday. That's going to be more like our regular thing. And then on our open forums, will be available for interviews. It'll be ready for people that want to just talk wrestling. That's what we're going to have it for. And this week was quite adventurous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, man, you know, it's funny. After WrestleMania, you go, okay, probably going to have a lull in the season. No, some people have to be stupid.
Yep.
So we're definitely looking forward to it. Ladarius and Berto are going to be some of the people that will be showing up, I believe. Berto's got some things he's got to hammer down. So once we get him all in, and then I know Ladarius told me he has a few things he's going to do, but once he's able to, he'll be in. And then what I'm going to have is the comment section, and this is where I want you all to please be a part of. If you are coming through YouTube, Facebook, let us know where you're coming from, just so I can actually be able to show the comments and also be able to thank you and, you know, acknowledge you. Because we all want acknowledgement in our lives. Not like Jimmy, though. So, yeah. I just want to thank everyone that's watching right now. Make sure I shut everything off because I really hate when we get bombarded with stuff and I can't see everything. So let's see here. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure that everything is where we have it. Can't wait. First of all, if y'all haven't talked about WrestleMania enough, well, we're going to bring that up too because WrestleMania was and did happen. What was your thoughts, buddy? I mean, this is your first time being able to discuss it. What was your overall view of it?
So, as far as the whole show as a whole, it was a pretty good WrestleMania, one of the better ones in the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
My only real downside of it, I don't believe that Jimmy and Jay did the match they expected to have.
Yeah.
And I think it could have been better.
Oh, yeah. That ain't nothing but that's probably the most truth right there. Because I'm going to tell you, watching WrestleMania, that match was one of the matches that I felt
I was pretty interested in that match, and it didn't give me quite what I was expecting it to give me.
When you watch it and you go, okay, when you see Lil Wayne,
Right.
who I don't think knew what he was supposed to perform
No.
because
No.
I swear, it's like this. The Rhea entrance
Yes.
was phenomenal.
Mm.
I mean, I hate live intros,
Oh,
but that one,
it's motionless in white.
that was, no, not just that, but it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, you could hear him,
Yeah.
you could see, and then he announced her on the way.
Right.
So it's like, I had no problem with that. I was like, man, we get more like that. Please.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Would be...
Yeah. And then Wayne comes in. And I just wanted to go, did you not know you were supposed to be rapping?
I think it was more the fact that he was just excited to be a part.
Yeah, no, exactly. And honestly, I think after that, and then just the match they had, that was hard to watch.
Well,
it really was.
If you look back at the other two brother versus brother matches they've done, Bret and Owen, Matt and Jeff, that was, the Usos was not quite on par to either one of those.
No, and that's the sad part because they couldn't even measure up to Undertaker Kane.
Right.
I mean, that's a true brother, or Jerry versus Chris. But anyway, we'll talk about
that. That's coming.
That is coming. But by the way, folks, if you don't know, Jerry's actually a wrestler in the Indies. So, and he's actually one of my good friends. So I, was very happy he called me and told me he was going to be a part of the show. So I was like, come on down. If I can't get a panel, we'll have you on and we'll just talk for an hour. But no, I thought the Uso match, if it lived up to the hype video, I was up for that.
Oh, the hype video was amazing.
Oh, the hype video, you can't get any better than the hype video. I thought the hype video just got you where you wanted.
Yes, it got the match where everybody thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It just, the match didn't quite reach that level.
Yeah, and I mean, for real, this is what I've been telling people. It's like sometimes you want to make sure the build and the hype and everything works together, and there was good build too.
Right.
I guess my issue, there was no issue I had. That was the one match I thought, the 6-man tag was actually pretty entertaining.
Pretty entertaining, yeah.
When you have Snoop Dogg on commentary, I love that, man. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have him than Pat McAfee. I really do. I hate Pat.
Yeah, I don't mind Pat.
I hate Pat.
He can be annoying. But...
I love when Gunther stirred him down, and I love when Drew McIntyre almost murdered him on Raw.
Yeah.
That should have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been wonderful. But, besides, sorry, guys, I'm trying to make sure we can work. But, yeah, so, we get that. So we're watching WrestleMania. Right. Different areas, but we're watching it. I don't know when you realized or saw it. I saw it like a little bit after, like I was scrolling through my Twitter or X, and I saw AEW.
Right.
First, they played a video of Dustin wanting to get a title shot for his old man. I'm going, we're replaying history.
Yeah,
We're replaying history.
They're taking a page out of WCW's book.
And TNA.
I
mean, I don't mind you doing something.
Right.
But have original thought behind it.
And don't do it right after WWE just did that spot.
Yeah. Hold on. And you saw how epic they did Cody and Rock.
And that was amazing.
Roman. You ain't got Rock.
No, you ain't got Roman.
You don't have Roman, and you don't even have Cody anymore. You got Dustin. But,
and
Dustin's
nothing
great.
Wrong with Dustin.
Look, if Dustin wins the title, I wouldn't be upset.
No.
Okay? I love him. Okay? My problem I had is how you did this.
Yeah. They should have waited and built it a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, or give the seeds. You could have done the same match.
Right.
And hell, you could even had Swerve help him win.
Right.
Swerve helps him win, distracts Joe, pisses off Joe. You're building up heat for the match. I ain't got a problem. Right. And not only that, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, you could have Swerve look at him and go, if I win, I'm giving you that shot.
Right.
Something like that.
And that's what I was going to say. Was Cody and Joe, or not Cody, Dustin and Joe a title match, or was it just a match?
Well, at first they announced a title, but then right before the show starts,
it was a regular.
It's a championship eliminator match.
Yeah, they could have built it to where, like you said, Swerve screwed Joe, and Dustin got the title shot after Swerve and Joe.
Yeah, if you were serious about putting Dustin in a title role, a title picture,
Right.
you could have done this.
Oh yeah, there's a million ways
yeah.
they could have built that.
If you were serious about it. And that's where I was upset about.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, okay, they're gonna do this dumb stuff. All right, no big deal. I'll probably watch. Even though I really don't want to. I was more into watching Raw,
Right.
NXT, and SmackDown.
NXT was
pretty
decent.
Oh, we're talking about that tonight or today. Or at least some parts of that. But I was excited about that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the dang picture where we see Matt, Nick, apparently TNA or not TNA. I'm thinking of Russo era TNA. But, you had Matt and Nick, and you had these boys with the video of All In.
Yeah, they kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. All In was when? It was
7-8 months ago.
Yeah, 7-8 months ago. So you're focusing on something, and now you're trying to tie it with the tag team title match,
Right?
Which FTR was not even near this video.
No, I don't think they had anything to do with it.
No, they didn't. I don't think they did. And they're trying now. Someone said, well, maybe they're trying to bring Jack Perry. First of all, if you're doing all this to bring Jack Perry back,
honestly, I think Perry's at his best where he's at.
Yeah,
and that's in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about guys that have people living rent free in their heads. You saw his entrance. If you hadn't seen it, New Japan, Windy City. I want to thank the Wrestling 101 broadcast or group that I'm a part of. They sent me the results. We'll go over that too. But apparently, so Jack Perry comes out, the scapegoat, and he's coming out. He has a shirt that does not have, or it's the CM Punk flag, and then drop down, and it says "Cry Me a River" on his jacket.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
It's like after
I didn't see that entrance.
Okay. Well, it's on Facebook. I mean, I was seeing that everywhere.
I'll
really
have to find it.
Yeah. And we're about to go there. And I did not watch AEW. Do not watch AEW. And it was great to know CM Punk's the top draw in that Dyna. Yes, and that's the problem. And
that's the sad part.
RUA, you are right. And by the way, bud, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. I'm going to be highlighting all comments and questions and everything. That's what the Open Forum is for. And
to touch on that comment, CM Punk is a draw in that company. He's not even with the company.
Yes. Go ahead.
But that company has so many more people they could be pushing.
Yes.
That never got that push, whether it's in WWE, TNA, Indies, whatever, Japan. I mean, you got, and I know a lot of people don't like Adam Page. You got Adam Page. I mean, you got Adam Cole, who is one of the best guys they have. Swerve or Kill Shot in Lucha Underground, whatever you want to call him. And to me, that guy should be champion.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Swerve is one of the best.
I actually do. And we're going to definitely be talking about that because I know I'm trying to make sure I get everyone's stuff here so I can make sure everyone gets it.
Oh, you're good.
But Swerve, should he be a world champion? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with
him. World champion. He should have a title.
Yeah. Well, he's one of those guys you can build around.
Yes.
I think everyone has agreed that. And here's the sad part. Before the CM Punk interview with Ariel Helwani, that was last week. So that was right before Mania and all that. TNA, there I go saying it again. I mean, TNA is actually a good promotion now. I mean, especially with Hammerstone and Josh Alexander and Jordan Alexander or Jordan Grace. I mean, she's amazing. I mean, their women's division's on fire.
Yeah.
But honestly, AEW though, they were running pretty good.
Yeah, they were doing great.
Their attendance wasn't great, but but
not everybody's going to be WWE.
No, exactly. And sometimes, as you know, you have your highs, you have your lows.
I mean,
it's roller coaster.
Speaking like TNA, look at TNA. They've run smaller venues now.
Yes.
But they're packing those smaller venues out.
Exactly. Sup, Ron? I appreciate you. I know it says April, but thanks, Ron. We are here. So I appreciate you, brother. So I do. Ron is one of guys from Talk Your Ish, and that's also from Atlanta Bird Game, and also from the Eye Test. And me and him do a lot of shows together. So we're just doing an open forum, and this is my good buddy Jerry over here, who actually wrestles. So he knows a thing or two about just a little. We don't want to give him too much credit because
I've only been doing this for 15 years.
Yes. But there's sometimes you still run into the pole. So anyway,
Yeah, well,
I know whatever gets people on their feet. But the funny part is though, we're hearing this. A couple of weeks ago though, Ariel Helwani does an interview with CM Punk, and I don't know. We've talked about it.
I saw clips.
Yeah, I saw the whole 2 hours.
Right.
And as upfront, honest, and I feel he was speaking straight up.
Yeah.
So, and the thing that got me to really flip on to him when he kept on talking about Booker mindset,
right.
how to look beyond, because we've talked about that a lot. Like squash the junk with people.
Right.
If you're working, you work, and use it to your advantage.
Right. I mean, and for me, example, like, and I know you've seen the video. Not many people have. But there's a tag team that I don't get along with.
Yep.
You know exactly what tag team I'm talking about. But I've worked shows with them.
Yes.
Because that's the professional way to do business.
Yeah.
Instead of putting out a video from 8 months ago, shitting on one of your, at the time, top guys.
Yeah.
And a prospect top guy, essentially.
And not just that, but it's like this. If you know you can make money with them, and then not just that, you guys say, hey, let's bring a little of this beef. Let's pump it on. You're not pumping it on your actual show, though.
No.
You're not saying, all right, guys, I know we got a couple hours in this building, but I got to talk to you about 30 minutes about how I feel.
Right.
Nah, that's what I think wrestling fans were so aggravated with. And then a lot of people didn't watch the Ariel Helwani interview that are AEW fans, mind you. Yeah. So some of them didn't care. And then here Edge is going, who loves wrestling?
Right.
Come on. I do. I love wrestling. Don't you love wrestling? It's like, dude, for the rated R superstar to be that cringe.
Well,
and you know why.
In his defense, he's older.
He is older. And hold on, he is Scrooge McDuck playing in the vat of money. I mean, I love that meme. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, did the check clear? Okay, yeah, I got you, Tony. No problem.
You're right.
But yeah, it's like, I don't mind, we've talked, how many dang, backstage conferences you hear, and then you don't bring it out to the up front, though.
In general.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good one.
Well, I'm just saying, but you understand what it's like. You don't see everyone that has a rah-rah speech in the locker room, try to get people up, and then it's like you don't take it up to the front.
Exactly. Like, I've seen some decent pep talks.
Yeah.
And it's by some of the best. Matt Hankins.
Yep.
God forbid you hear one of his. You can hear his from the front.
Yeah, actually, you don't need him to tell you.
I mean, Big Andy, for example.
Yeah.
He's gotten, in the past few years, he's gotten to be that mentor type guy in the locker room, coming from what he used to be.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I mean, I've seen him row the back in the locker room and the people that are in the office, and it's just, you got to have those people, but those people don't take it out front because it's two separate worlds.
Yeah. Just got someone to ask to get this shared, so we are getting that there. So I do have it. Good. Okay. So now I just need to. It's like, I love, when you're trying to get people involved,
right?
You're like, okay, so, you want in too? Okay, yeah, we'll get you in. We'll get you in. We'll get you in. So it's like, this is what we do, and I have no problem doing it. Just got to make sure I send the right attachment.
Link.
Yeah, because you send the wrong one. Next thing you know, you got everyone on the stage with you, and you're just like, well, I did not expect everyone.
Well,
so. And sports talk. So, and yeah, it's like, this is what we do. And I love it. And okay, gotta find. Okay, hold on. I know what I'll do. Yeah. So what we're doing is making sure that we get. I knew I could find a workaround. So yeah, what we're talking about here is just. So this is just a buildup or trying to catch you up. We had the issue with AW. They basically were like, okay, so they went on the defensive. They had Adam Cole talk, and then they even had Dax do the same thing on Collision. So, and a lot of people didn't really see that, but if you know Dax, you know he loves his family, he loves his kid, loves his wife, and then he'll love this business. And then, I know. So funny. They turned that man into Foghorn Leghorn. Well, I mean, they really have. You know that. I can't even lie about it. It's like, it's sad. But that's what has happened is you've had those guys built in. They're talking about the, business. So I get it. It was actually not bad. Their shows still had some good content.
Yeah.
Then this week happened.
I mean, even WCW dying, it had good content.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, when people wanted to hate on WCW, we try to tell people WCW wasn't too bad, folks. No. It really wasn't.
It had its moments.
Yeah, I mean, they had some good stuff. Now, 2000, we ain't talking about that. Yeah. Vince Russo's around. So what do you expect? We're just surprised people.
He screws the pooch on everything.
I'm surprised he didn't comment and go how much he loved everything. But this, when I saw on after WrestleMania Night 1, and it's like, I guess they thought, well, people were going to be upset about what happened with The Rock. No, we were excited because we were like, we get bloodline rules. Yeah, exactly. If you follow wrestling, what would be the best way to finish Cody versus Roman?
So before I touch on that,
yeah,
with the Cody, Seth, Rock, Roman, one of two things I was expecting to happen.
Yes,
the way it went.
Yep.
Or Rock screwing Roman.
Yep.
One of the two. Regardless of how it ended, we got the outcome in the long run of Cody getting the title. So as far as Rock or Cody and Roman goes, as far as the bloodline thing, I was expecting, how can I put this? I was expecting what happened, how the breakdown happened to happen, but not everybody that was involved being involved.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting Taker.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of expecting Cena.
Okay.
I was expecting Seth. I was expecting Jay. I was more expecting Austin than Taker.
Yes. Same here.
As far as the past of him and Rock. Austin and Rock go. And for Roman to do how he did it, as far as taking his eye off the ball, as Paul Heyman said, and getting payback to Seth for the chair shot many years ago.
Oh, that was
the
beautiful.
Shield. That was perfect placement, perfect timing, everything.
I love that. Let's just talk about that. Well, because WrestleMania night, I mean, to be honest, we have had discussions. Was it a great WrestleMania or was it a great main event?
Both nights were good.
Oh, God.
No matter
they both.
The whole show.
You needed them both.
Yeah.
Actually, because they continued the whole story.
Right.
This was it's like this. Even though they kept coming out and saying this is a new era, you really didn't need to hear that because you could tell by just the booking.
Right. You could tell by the women's matches.
Oh, God, the women's matches.
And nothing against them in the past, their matches in the past, as far as the Vince McMahon era, so to say. But they didn't get the push or the time that they've worked hard to get.
Yeah.
And now it looks like they might get that time.
Oh, they're getting it. I mean, you saw that Io Bailey match. That was
amazing. And Becky and
Rhea
and the 6 women match was good too.
Becky and Rhea, I hope they do again.
Oh yeah.
Because I would love to see Becky full 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, she had the strep throat, the 102 fever. She's a legend. She was amazing. And I'm not truly a Becky fan, but yet I love what she does.
Right.
And that match with Rhea. And by the way, I don't think this is any secret to anyone. Rhea's a superstar.
Oh yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. she's a star.
Right.
That entrance and everything, and it's just
she is becoming what Becky was as far as the man thing at that
yeah,
time.
Yeah. And then not just that, but I'm going to go here. She's 10 times better than China.
Oh yeah.
I mean when they let her go against guys, I think that will be
if that happens,
tipping point, because she's dominating.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, and I like the idea
of her go against the right guy.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Exactly. You can't just let her go against
jobbing out to some guy, jobbing some guy out from whatever city they're in.
Yeah, no. You got to get a guy that actually has some cachet but that would make it worth doing.
Like China and Jarrett.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a perfect pairing at the time, because I was like, who hates Jarrett more? So, and he worked that one.
Oh yeah,
y'all need to look that up. Some of the mic work that man did for that feud was just crazy.
Yeah.
I know a lot of that can't be said on airways now, or people would be offended.
Nowadays, people will get their feelings in a bunch.
Yeah, but people, that's what you want in wrestling. You want to get people mad and angry, and then you want to see the bad guy get it.
Oh yeah.
Which I never understand how people could be mad in wrestling. But anyway,
well,
trust me, go on Twitter, you'll find it. Or X.
Look at Raven and Sandman.
Yeah. Well, there were some extenuating circumstances. Can't wait to see that Dark Side of the Ring about him, by the way. That will be good.
Yeah, I want to see the Gordy one. I haven't got to watch it.
You haven't seen it? Oh, guess what? You might be hanging around here a little longer. We might cut the show short. So, no, what we're going to talk. So that was basically WrestleMania, our thoughts. But now we go into, but here's the thing, WrestleMania, you're coming from here. WWE's on a roll.
Yeah.
They're doing stuff, they're talking, they're getting interviews. We all saw Triple H had multiple interviews.
Yeah.
So when people ask questions, you're going to answer the question. And if you don't, we get mad. So AEW, though, decides their show. And by the way, on the 21st of April, which is next week or next Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to have a show, Dynasty. You wouldn't have known that if you watched AEW Wednesday, because their focus was to get footage out of All In. And he was banging his head against, I was banging my head because I'm going, you don't need to do that.
No.
This is something you don't have to do. This WrestleMania, you want to kind of just showcase what you've been doing. Will Ospreay's been having really good matches. Edge is and Edge is defending that TNT title, rebuilding the prestige in that belt. No big deal there. But you had more focus with the Young Bucks, or whatever that you want to call them, the Jackson brothers, whatever. And they're trying to say the reason they couldn't win a match was because of this stuff. And I'm going, yeah, if we were stupid, we could believe you.
Right.
Yeah. Because this video had no Young Bucks in it. It had no FTR in it.
No.
It had CM Punk. And and then Jack, I was going to call him Jack Black, but Jungle Boy or Jack Perry, Jack Off, whatever you want to call him. He does this thing with the glass. It says, "Cry me a river." Punk, who really doesn't want to be there. Let's just call it what it is. We all felt it.
He'd gotten to the point where I think he was tired of being there.
Yeah. And not only that, if you haven't known, he was there. He showed up from the airport. They didn't have a car. He tweeted Adventure Time. And he's making a joke of it, but deep down he was pissed because you don't do that.
No.
I mean, if that was your main event guy that you're getting, you would make sure he was at the building.
Right. And I mean, okay, you're in a foreign country.
Yeah.
You know that it's probably difficult to get around there not being from that country.
As well as they drive on the other side of the road.
Exactly.
So it's not like he could drive.
Why not have someone waiting for him to pick him up and take him to the arena?
Mm-hmm.
Or the stadium or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, you're making all kinds of money.
Exactly.
This is a big.
You got daddy's money too.
And you got a big venue. This is your biggest show.
Right.
You should have been ready to had this man taken care of. And by the way, folks, not a big Punk fan, but yet I understood this and going, yeah, got to take care of your big guy.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, opener, closer, whatever. You're bringing him in. You want to make sure he's happy.
You brought him out of retirement, essentially.
Yeah.
To get ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not taking care of him? Knowing that he's the reason you're making money right now.
Yeah.
So,
you know, and that's the problem. And God, I'm gonna end up rubbing my temples here in a bit.
And as far as the glass thing goes, okay, I get it. I get that you didn't want to destroy a rental car.
Yeah.
Well, Jack wanted to destroy a rental car, but Punk had a point. It's going to make it difficult for other wrestlers to get a rental car. I get that. Why not go and find a shower door in a hotel?
Or just go to a regular place that sells those.
Exactly, and get tempered glass and use it.
I mean,
it's not that hard.
You're also with Darby. Darby could find places.
Coming from a guy that's done death matches and understands this shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's kind of expected when we have this, so that's what I figured.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you could have found glass. You didn't have to use a rental car.
Mm-hmm. And see, okay, and again, even if this was, AEW have done deathmatch style stuff. They've done death matches. They've done matches where, you use glass. But what Punk is saying was he was in charge of a show. And if everyone told somebody no, and you're trying to usurp it and be like, I want to do it, and then Punk tells you no, what do you expect?
Yeah.
And it should have been squashed then. And honestly, Tony Khan is at all these shows. And that's what everyone was talking about in these interviews was Tony Khan's there. Why didn't he?
Tony wants to be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to be your boss.
Yeah. Now, does friends work? Now, having a guy that wants to be your friend who's the booker, does that work in an indie show?
That doesn't work anywhere.
Thank you. So when people go, oh, that's indie dumb shit. No, indies don't even want to do that.
No.
My
own brother is a booker of a show I work, and that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not throwing shade at the guy.
But still, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of structure. You got to have some kind of leadership.
I can't go up and say, hey, I want to do fire or glass or whatever. I know that I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because A, we're going to lose the building.
Yep.
B, he's not going to let me.
Mm-hmm.
And C, I'm going to get my ass chewed out if I do.
Yeah, and not only that, you're held to a higher standard because you're his brother.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing. So you could go to places and you could do that shit. Especially if we got the court. Hey, we good. We can make it. We got the permits. We didn't fake them. I can't believe that one organization. Anyway, yeah. So we had, it's happened, folks. But yeah, when you talk about that, and like I said, you watch Raw, you watch how it's setting up. They brought Ilya, they brought Roxanne, they brought people that no one really heard of because they're in NXT, but yet they're the champs. They're the, they're the
Braun on SmackDown.
Yeah, Braun on SmackDown. We got to see Jade Cargill and Bianca. We got to see Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
So you're seeing people, and they're being used. Some people that weren't even on Mania that were getting used, and you're just going, okay, well, we got that. They're focusing on the future. You can't be playing around.
No.
Because NXT is still pumping good talent.
And you can easily be replaced like that.
Yeah. And by the way, NXT is pumping great talent. They actually have some really good concepts. I know some of the things they do is kind of cartoonish.
Yeah.
But what I like is their women's has now they're going to debut basically
a female North American title.
Yeah. They're basically given a mid-card title to the women, which a lot of people have asked for.
Never really been done.
Yeah.
Other than AEW.
Yeah, well, but the problem is with AEW, you don't even know what women they do have because they only do one match.
No, actually, I think TNA did one.
Oh, TNA. I can probably believe TNA.
I want to say, yeah.
We might, I don't know. TNA, well, I know they have the women's title.
The tag.
They got the tag.
They had the women's, but I want to say.
No. They could win the
I want to say in
digital middle.
No, in Jarrett's era.
Oh, okay.
They had one.
Oh, that sounds
I think.
Okay, well, see right there, it's Jarrett. But either way, it's a good idea. If you have that many women and if you're committed to showcase them.
Right.
NXT is, and then not just that, they have plenty of guys. Not like they don't have, they were debuting a new guy.
Yeah.
They were saying he was bouncy and I liked him. I thought he was really good.
They've got more people than they know what to do with.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to have Trick.
And they're supposed to have even more because they're doing that reality
Yep.
TV BS.
Yeah, which we're not real fond of. But it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you got to do what you got to do. I get it. For us, I'm not even watching it because I just don't want to.
I probably won't either.
Yeah, because some of these guys will probably end up on AEW or Dark or complain that they didn't get picked. It's like, God, don't do that. But I like what WWE is doing. They are setting up, and Paul said it before. Paul Heyman actually said it. You got to start with your younger guys.
Yeah.
Get some young, good, strong guys that can carry you into it. That's why he won Andrade's, Alistair. I want to say Andrade's, Alistair. I think he liked Austin Theory also, but there was a few other guys.
Oh, Theory's fucking.
Yeah, well,
great.
we know. Yeah, we're good on Theory. I know a lot of people may not, but trust me, guys, that's just
Kind
the
of
gimmick.
douchey in the ring.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty
Yeah.
good fucking worker.
Yeah, he's definitely a good worker. Out the ring, we just sweep.
Yeah.
But because everyone's not going to be choir mates here. So, but yeah, when you see what they are doing and how they're breaking walls and how they're actually trying to, I want to say Paul Levesque is trying to actually bring up kind of Paul Heyman roster build of using these young guys. We got Tama Tonga debuting.
Right. I'm so happy.
Oh God, yes. I mean, because that's going to open a door for so many fantasy booking ideas that we're going to talk about later. But so you have that. So that's what you're up against.
Yeah.
And you thought it was a great idea to promote not young guys. You promoted CM Punk,
Somebody that's not even signed to your company,
who was showcased at WrestleMania Night 1. Doing the pre-shows, who was and hold on, WrestleMania 2 commentary, who, by the way, if y'all ain't saw the commentary job Punk did, just the commentary alone he did was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was especially with the guys. He's like, man, where did they find these guys? He says, well, they're nerds. And then he goes, and then when Seth comes out, he goes, I take back. He says, well, they're nerds. He says, but these are dorks. And I'm just going, I love it. And then when they're trying to high five, he goes, I'm not allowed to high five.
Yeah.
Because, he's working the injury. And then he, the whole, him and Drew.
That was
storytelling. Oh, that was storytelling at its best.
And like a buddy of mine at work said something about that. Is why would they take the belt off of Drew that soon? And I looked at it and I was like, think about it. Drew had his moment that he wanted.
Yep.
He wanted to win a title in front of fans. He wanted to win it in front of family.
Yeah. All the above.
All that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He got the moment.
Yeah.
Damien got his moment right after.
And no one's – hold on. And how many times have you heard this? You're not guaranteed how long the moment's going to be.
No.
And not just that, it's the perfect moment. And you're trying to – what better way to give somebody a spot than, hey, you're going to use your money in the bank, and it's coming off of Punk and Breeze or Punk and McIntyre.
Yeah.
If I'm Priest, I'm running down there myself and doing it. So, I mean, because as soon as because I kept on saying, no matter what, I felt a cashing was happening after that.
And I did too. I once they lost the tag titles in that ladder match.
Yeah.
I was like, he's either cashing in on Seth and Drew.
Yep.
Or he's cashing in on Roman and Cody.
Yeah. I didn't want to think of that.
And the more I thought about it, I was like, he's cashing in on Seth and Drew.
Yeah. And
we're not going to split the Judgment Day up yet.
Yeah. And not only that, but here's the thing. If not, the best thing to do is you have Judgment Day stay on Raw and you have Cody stay on SmackDown. That's not a bad idea.
No, it's not.
So that's what we were talking about. So AEW, in their grand thoughts, they said, let's push CM Punk. No, let's expose CM Punk because they're going to see that he's a meanie.
Right.
That he doesn't like Jack Perry.
With no audio.
Yeah. And that the Bucks, this is going to be epic. That people don't even know that the Bucks and FTR were wrestling that match.
Yeah.
So you're going to do this. Go back in time after not just what we just said. You've been doing okay. You actually have had a good crowd. You've actually, you've got good wrestling. You've got great talent. You really do.
Amazing talent.
Yeah, they do. So it's not that you don't have talent. You just had a moment yourself with Mark Briscoe.
Right.
And you don't even mention it to like a throw-in line. which is ridiculous. He won
Yeah.
the Ring of Honor title on the day 11 years ago that Jay first won it.
Right.
I mean, this AEW episode ticked me off. It really did, because then
And I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
like bringing up Mark winning the title
Yeah.
the same day as Jay, that completely overshadowed that whole thing.
Yeah.
As far as the connection between him and his brother and all of that. You have the Bucks overshadowing one of the greatest compliments of his career.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just,
I mean, yeah. And then, like I said, and you basically looked at Edge and spit on him,
yeah.
which is even more despicable. All right. So here we go. We get Nick and Jack, and I'm telling you, you could feel it when the very first word they said. And then they want to bring up the match. They want to bring up how they didn't even get to pray. They didn't, because they had to be EVPs. Now, first of all, if all this is true, where's the all-out footage? Were you being EVPs there? And I'm one that I say I don't care about the all-out. I want to move on and get over it. But since you're bringing this up, now people are saying that. Right. And then Tony Khan, I remember saying in front of fans and on TV how he feared for his life. Jerry, if we saw that interaction in the back right before going to a ring, and if I told you I was afraid for my life, what would you tell me?
Pack your shit and go home.
Thank you.
You know how many times? You know how many times I've been worried for my life in a locker room? Hell, I watched a 300-something pound black man threaten to go get a gun.
Yep.
Because somebody in the crowd said the N-word to a different black guy.
Yeah, he was mad for someone else being mad. I know. So, sorry. Tony Khan, you're afraid for your life. Dude, I've had people, stare down at me, wanting to smack me.
I've had people try to hit me with shit in the crowd.
Yeah, you've had people try to,
I've seen people pull knives in the crowd.
And that's recent as, we've seen this stuff. It's not like it's like many, many moons ago. So it's like when I hear Tony Khan saying that crap, this is why I look and go, no one's going to take you seriously.
No.
I mean,
honestly, I think he's on something.
Oh. Look, if you've seen Cocaine and Cowboy Boots, there's going to be a sequel. It's going to be called the Cocaine Cowboy, because that's Tony Khan. I'm sorry. He's not right.
Yeah,
that boy ain't right. I'm sorry. I think you and Chris and me would actually look and go, y'all ain't right. You need Jesus. Something's matter with y'all. Well, you sneaking in the back trying to get all the autographs first. So. Yeah, we know you, Mark.
Yeah, well.
Who are you? I'm a Mark.
You're not a Mark.
But I can take a bump.
Yeah, I can take a bump, man. And an ass whooping.
Oh, God. So, that's where it was that the damn video happened. Tony Schiavone. I mean, you got to feel for a few people. Tony Schiavone, Renee Young.
Yeah.
And
all the people that had nothing to do with that are being affected by it.
Yeah. You're not like Swerve is going for the title. And what's the big accomplishment where he's touting? He wants to be the first black heavyweight champion
of AEW.
Yeah, of AEW. And it's like, this is good.
That's understandable. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And Swerve deserves that.
Yeah.
Because Swerve's one of the best guys they have.
Yeah. But this is the problem. You got a guy who's focusing his whole show. And here's the thing. Someone goes, well, they put him in the beginning and the end. It's like, yeah, but the whole theme of the show was not built up. It was this crap. And then you had Will Ospreay. And we've talked about it. I've heard a lot of great, explanations. My thing is this. Hunter was answering a question in a show. I get people being mad. But here's the thing. When you are being asked a question, you answer it.
Right.
And
he didn't say a name.
Yeah, he never said a name. And the other thing people need to remember, how many people have been signing with AEW? So it's not like AEW's not getting people.
I mean, it could be anybody. It doesn't have to be AEW.
Yeah, it could be TNA. They just got Hammerstone. Who
and
I really
I
wish we
guarantee you
could get.
WWE wanted him.
Oh God, yes, I like Hammerstone. I mean, I even like the new heel gimmick he's doing now.
I've never
But-
really been a fan of this. But
I mean, the heel gimmicks get me
Yeah.
over. But yeah, but I mean, I just like the him
yeah,
beating the hell
but I
out
mean,
of him.
like
Yeah.
Mercedes or Sasha, or whatever you want to call her, she could have went back to WWE.
Yeah. And he's not saying people's names. And here's the other thing about Hunter. If you want to come to WWE
Great.
and you can draw money, he'll bring you in. He just brought in CM Punk.
They just signed Tama and Jacob.
And not only that, they got Carlito back. You want to talk about a guy that burns bridges half the time,
Yeah.
So that's where
Well,
where I'm going. I'm not
it's-
trying to. Yeah.
Burning bridges. They fucking re-signed Punk.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming.
Hell froze over.
Yeah.
I mean, that damn picture of him
And,
and Triple H
But I
lives
mean,
in my
but
head.
There's an open door for Jeff and Matt. Look
Yeah.
how many bridges Jeff's burned.
We can't
And
count them
God
all.
forbid, I love the guy.
Yeah.
It's one of my all-time top favorites.
Yep.
But look at what he has done as far as WWE, TNA, AEW,
Man showed up, messed up in TNA in a main
on a
event
pay-per-view
against Sting,
against Sting.
of all people. I mean,
But
yeah.
that was
But these guys have been brought back
Right.
before. I mean, Bully Ray is showed up and refereed at WrestleMania. So it's not like Hunter. I say Hunter's not going to be the guy that holds the grudges like people think.
I think when it comes to Hunter, as far as that, is if you can do business and
Yeah.
you draw money, forget everything else.
Yeah. And
We cannot like each other, we cannot speak to each other, but if you can do business, make some money, put asses in seats, that's all he cares about.
yeah. And I think that's great. And not only that, but Nick Khan's there.
Right.
Not Tony, but Nick. And this guy.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that's the first time he's been on WWE television.
Yeah.
Was at the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
And he was sitting in the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, well, Cody was revealing everybody. He was ready to bring out the
still.
cameraman. Yeah, he's going to bring out stagehands
Right.
next. I mean, they had to tell him, Cody, come on, man.
But
People need to
still,
go to
like you don't see an
Yeah.
owner of a company
Yeah,
9 times out of 10 sitting in the crowd
yeah,
with fans.
yeah. You see them far away from the cameras. You don't see them near cameras.
No.
So when you see Tony Khan geeking and just like smiling and everything, and I'm just
Cutting
going
a promo that
Oh,
he
God.
shouldn't be doing.
and try not to blink. I'm like, God, just get the camera away from him. I mean, look, it's simple. When you are in a situation like this, you are booking your best.
Yeah.
Don't book your worst.
Yeah.
And that's what book. I mean, your petty came over. That's really what that was.
Wrestling in general.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Shy away from the weaknesses and hide them.
Mm-hmm.
Promote the
Mhm.
best.
Yeah.
Whether it's in-ring work, mic work, backstage work, whatever.
Like Okada. Is he being pushed to his best? I think he is because he won a belt, and all that he's talking.
Right.
He
Which
did,
is
yeah.
odd.
Yeah, it is. It is. But he takes a match with Pac,
Right.
which is cool. All right. Everything is laying out. You're building a match. You're building, the heat. So when the Bucks come out to help Okada, it could have been a good moment. It could have been really hot because then the FTR come in to
Right.
try to even the score.
Promote their match that way.
Yeah. But what happens? The fans are not just booing, they're saying CM Punk. And what was the way that AEW tries to fix this? Mute.
Yeah.
And then your copyright people for shit.
For sharing the video that you put out.
You put the video out, and then your fans are recording. Because let me tell you something. Fans like to record with their phones.
Yeah, they do.
And
In public or not.
And no matter how you like it, they can say it's theirs. Because why? They paid for the ticket, and they're recording it, and they put it on their feed, and you copyright your fans. The people that paid
that pay your salary.
that are paying to come in, and that's how you treat them. I'm sorry.
That's how you kill your show.
Yeah, this show, and it only went up to like 819,000 viewers. Okay, so you didn't even pop it to like close to 900 where you were before.
Yeah.
You just got out of the 700s. Bravo, congratulations. What did it cost? Because next week you may have an all-star show. This guy ain't watching.
There may
it.
not be anybody watching.
Yeah, that's what I want to see, because everyone's like, oh, this is the death now. I don't want to say that because TNA still's going on.
I enjoy AEW to an extent.
Yeah.
It's something different.
Yep.
Which, same with TNA at that time. It was
Mhm.
something different.
Yep.
It's another place for people to go with a less hectic schedule.
And make money.
They're at home more. They're with their family more. They're making money.
Yeah.
But what does it cost?
Yeah, exactly. And well, here's the other thing. You know, they, after the CM Punk video or the interview, they decided to do a press, or they released 10 wrestlers. Quite a few that we know.
Yeah.
And then one of them, Anthony Henry, broke his jaw.
Right.
All right. In an indie show. Now, Tony has no problem letting guys go to indie shows. We know that. But here's the thing. So he releases these guys.
And then resigns both of them.
Well, yeah, resigns one, I know for sure. I didn't know about
he
the
resigned
other.
Henry and his tag partner.
Oh, okay. So they resigned Henry. Well, because I didn't hear nothing about his partner getting released.
He got released too.
Oh, okay. So those guys were back in, but here's the thing that got me. They asked about the releases, and he goes straight into, well, I got this song for Mark Briscoe, and it cost about this amount of a wrestler's salary. Would you said that in a press conference?
No. And where's all the money from your daddy?
Exactly. It's like, so you have no problem paying it.
Right.
But budget cut.
But you cut.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Which I don't know everybody that they cut, but I do know, like you said, Henry.
Dasha was one of
his
them.
Tag partner, Slim J.
Slim J.
And that alone,
yeah.
Slim J being the age that he is and still going how he is.
Yeah.
That's
I respect it. Actually heartbreaking, because he's like, he was trying to work her to get a house and stuff, and I'm going, damn.
Well, like I just seen him last month.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you got these guys that you're paying way more money than they're worth.
Yep.
Or your EVPs.
Yeah.
Who are taking a humongous paycheck, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think they're eating beanie weenies.
No, they're not. Yeah.
They're not hurting.
No, they're not hurting at all.
Look at the damn wardrobe. And look, I get it. They're trying to do everything to get the heat. But here's the problem. It's fine to get heat.
There's a difference between getting heat and getting cheap heat.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing.
And that's all they're doing is getting cheap heat, and it's going to kill them.
Yeah, it's going to kill their company.
Yeah,
that's the problem. See, that's why everyone's so upset. I mean, I've seen JD from New York. He said it. Solid Monster said it. This is just stupid. You saw Tony's response. Tony is pissed.
Oh yeah.
He's had to relive this with WCW.
He's reliving WCW in the final days.
Yeah, and it's like, you don't have Sting to come save you.
No.
Sting is
Sting's
retired.
done.
Yeah, he's done. And it's like, again, you have people you could draw upon.
Yeah.
But to do that was a smack to those guys' face, those women's face. And I'm going to go here. Mercedes Lewis or Mercedes Moné, we may not like her and stuff, but my thing is this.
She could put some money in that company.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she'll put money in.
They would let her work.
And we're not seeing her work. They're going to delay it till the last weekend of May.
Yeah.
At All or Nothing. And she's going to get a title.
Right.
And here's the funny thing. AEW said when they first started, we're going to have rankings. People aren't just going to walk in and get a title. We got EVPs, but they're about building. They're not about, making themselves look,
nothing against Edge or Adam.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He did the same, but here's
walked in.
Yeah, he walked in.
Shot.
He actually, though, got a shot, lost.
Right.
And then was willing to go back through, and then he was having really good matches.
Right, but coming in.
Yeah, coming in. Yeah, you're right.
And I mean, it's just.
But see, here's the thing, though. When you're doing stuff like this, you want to, build and make people feel like your show is important.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like that.
You want to be different.
Yeah. And the sad part is you're just becoming what you hate.
Because what if you're doing the same shit that they're doing on Mondays and Fridays and Tuesdays?
Yep.
Why am I going to watch you?
Yeah.
If they're doing the same thing 2 days before you or 2 days after you or whatever.
And here's the thing that, I remember we talked about it. I remember, working in the indies. If you're putting all your crap out on Twitter or X or Instagram, why watch the show?
Right.
I mean, we don't have to watch the show at all. We can go on YouTube or we could just see it on X because Tony Khan tweets everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder if that also gets on their nerves because it's like, dude, you could like tease people. Like WWE, They like to tease. They don't do the whole thing.
WWE teasing. During Jade and them's match.
Yeah.
Which you don't really catch it unless you see the picture of it.
Yeah.
But the screen glitches out and there's words at the bottom of the screen on the right-hand corner.
Yeah. And see, we're expecting that. If you have not seen the Bray Wyatt documentary,
watch it.
Make sure you have some Kleenex.
Yes.
But watch it because that is probably the most. Yeah, go ahead. That was one of the most emotional things I've seen.
I cried.
Yeah, I cried too. I cried like a baby. I mean, as a father and just in general, it really was something. But yeah, just got to watch that. And also go to Ariel Helwani to see MMA Hour. Listen to the Cody Rhodes interview because even though I like the Punk interview, I love Cody's interview more because Cody wasn't going to doesn't trash AW, but because he obviously he was part of it, but two, he just sees from a different perspective. Talks a lot about the matchup that's going on and the legacy and everything that's being built. But see, WWE is building there something special, and then you had an opportunity to build something also, but you chose pettiness. It's the equivalent as Roman hitting Seth with the chair, or he could have hit Cody, but he hit Seth, and he loses it all.
Right.
Paul Heyman, and by the way, that was a great line. Paul Heyman was wonderful on SmackDown. And yes, very excited about Tama Tonga. We got Jacob Fatu coming eventually. That's the other name.
I see Zilla coming too soon.
Oh yeah, Zilla. Yeah. God dang. They're gonna, and I think Booker is gonna push that one fast.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he'll be in NXT long if he even is. If he does, it's gonna be like how Solo was.
Yeah.
Which will be even better.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just end it with like the fantasy booking stuff that we've talked about. We're now going into a new era. That's what people are talking about. Cody's leading this thing, so he's the champ. Sammy's the Intercontinental champ. He's got a match with Chad Gable. Sheamus is supposed to come back on Raw.
Yeah.
So, and then you got, what was it? Logan Paul still the U.S. champ. Actually, kind of cool with that because he's a heel. He's a dipshit. You need that.
Yeah.
You also got A-Town Down Under. You got Awesome Truth. Who's going to lose the tag titles first? I mean, I get why they did it, but it's kind of like the Zack Ryder and the Myers. It's like, okay, they won the belts. Now what?
I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be Miz and Truth.
Yeah.
That lose it first.
I don't hate to say it, but I will say this: R-Truth.
Only reason I hate to say it is because I know Truth.
Yeah.
And I've met him, and I know the guy he is.
He's great.
So.
He's funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. There's not a rare moment with Truth, folks. But yeah, the Bray Wyatt thing, and then so at the end of it, they show a lantern. They tease Howdy, which is going to be, Bo Dallas or Taylor, which felt bad every time I heard that name. I was like, dang, dude. Didn't they love you? Anyway, but no, I can see why you went with Bo. But I mean, so what are we thinking about?
Well,
I mean, it feels like they're gonna go with Bray's vision, but it's like,
yeah, I would honestly, the way I would do it is bring Bo in or Uncle Howdy, whatever.
Yeah.
Bring Alexis back.
Yeah, that's so far we're thinking the same.
Right. Stick her with him.
Mm-hmm.
Revive not really the Fiend, so to say, but another version that's Taylor's own or Bo's own version.
I'd bring Braun through this if he can do it.
Right.
Braun or Rowan.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Rowan come
I
back.
would like to see them all somehow.
Essentially, yeah. Remake the Wyatt family.
Yeah. With some twists, with some turns,
with
yeah.
some, not really the exact same, but the same.
Yeah.
And then push Bo to a mid-card title.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, nothing against him. He's not going to win the heavyweight title.
No. I mean,
whether it's the U.S. or the Intercontinental, whichever. Put the tag titles on Braun and Rowan if they sign Rowan back. And have Bliss women's. Feud them with Judgment Day.
oh, I like that idea.
And there you go.
Yeah. I mean, look, you got to come up with something, or hell, Final Testament just because they're
that
getting
would
beat
even
anywhere.
be
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah, AOP would be a good fight. By the way, look, so far you're doing good with Final Testament, but can we get Paul Heyman or Paul Ellering to talk? I mean, unless he just can't talk, then I understand, but still.
Yeah.
God, that man's a good talker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So you got that. And I will say this to end the AEW talk. It's real simple. You got some people to work with them. And, man, if you don't get this straightened out with the Bucks, you're going to have a hard decision to make. And I wouldn't call it hard, and I know Jim Cornette wouldn't because he'd say fire them, and I'm actually saying the same thing because we talk about it. They don't do the high spots like they used to, and hate to say it, but the bloom's been off that rose for a long time now.
Yeah.
They went to this Jackson and being more heelish, that's fine, but their heel style is just.
If they were going to be heel, they should have been Bullet Club heel.
Yeah. Bring the Bullet Club in. Well, I'm got to go here because the week before, the other thing that aggravated me. So you signed Jay White to a deal,
right?
Why is he getting beat down by Billy Gunn, 61-year-old?
We'll stay off of him.
Is he going to be a world heavyweight champion?
Stay off of Billy Gunn.
Oh my God, I just couldn't believe that. All that mess, and I'm just going. So did he get buried?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what that looked like.
If you're gonna put, you are obviously you have the ability to have the word Bullet Club on your show.
Yeah,
why Bullet Club?
Yes,
done with it.
I mean, not Bullet Club Gold, not Bayman Gang. Just say it, Bullet Club. I don't understand sometimes. When you have something right there, take it.
Right,
it's right there.
And I get it. It's overdone.
Oh, it is, but
there's still money in it.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, I have a feeling we're going to see something similar on SmackDown eventually.
Probably.
Especially with AJ Styles. And I'm interested if they do it. If they don't, then it's fine. They'll do what they're doing. But I feel like you do need to have a Bullet Club thing eventually, but yet you got to make it your own.
Yeah.
And just, I think now that Cody's the champ and you can have a potential match with him and AJ.
Yeah.
They got to reference something. They need to.
Well, I mean, they've referenced.
Oh, yeah, they have. But I'm saying that those two need to.
Yeah.
Especially because of the way their career's actually the same way.
Yeah.
AJ left TNA, went to Japan, traveled the Indies.
Yeah.
Got to a point where.
Bullet Club.
Yeah. And got back to a point where he could come to WWE. Same with Cody.
Yeah.
Let's a bunch of idiots. Federation. Built it, and then goes there. Although WWE makes it sound like, oh, he just was in the Indies floating around. It's like we didn't know what he was doing.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know. It's funny as hell when I saw that. But yeah, so I like that. I'm intrigued. So New Japan had a show,
right,
where we had Jungle Boy showing that CM Punk's still in his head. Against Shooter's kid, or Shooter. He's Mox's guy that he's mentored, I know. I know that there was, hold on, I got the thing right here. By the way, thanks Westland 101 for being a part and being able to help me out here. Okay, no problem. We will not be mad at you there, Ladarius. Thank you. I always love it when they go, I can't make it. Okay, no problem. I apologize. Okay, no problem. I said no problem. Stop asking. All right, here we go. And look, I'm not going to say these names right, so get over it. So we got Shooter or Shota Umino.
Shota Umino
Yep,
defeated Jack.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Mikey Nicholas and Shane Hayes. I know he's the guy that
won
was
won a fatal 4-way strong tag.
Yep.
Mustafa
Ali.
Hiromu Tadahashi.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Stephanie Vaquel defeated AZM, retained the Strong's women's title.
Bullet Club Finley, Clark, Kenta
Connors,
and Kid defeated Kingston, Homicide, TJP. Have you seen his new gimmick?
I have not seen.
Oh my god!
Gimmick. I gotta look that up.
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb's badass.
TJ's new gimmick's basically a Filipino theme.
Oh my god!
It's fucking great.
That's fucking awesome. All right. And then Kingston apparently has challenged Gabriel Kidd in a last man standing match at the next pay-per-view. Ren Narata beat Miro Suzuki, you know, the guy with the messed up face.
Defeated Riddle.
Yeah. And apparently Riddle no-sold or got up after the end of the match and just was dancing off and just being himself. And
yeah,
it is what it is. That's Riddle for you.
Alex Windsor, Trish Dora.
Oh no, I gotta look this up. Trish Dora, yeah.
Defeated Mina
Sarika. I guess that's the chick that kissed Mariah May.
Viva Van. Nemeth defeated Ishii.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That was a good match, actually.
And Vandegrift defeated Zane J.
And then we got John Moxley
and Naito.
He beat him for the title. And yeah, so John Moxley, first man to ever hold the New Japan Championship, WWE, and AEW Heavyweight Champions. And a really cool picture right here where you see all three.
Yeah.
So right there, even though my phone won't let it, my show, yep, love it. Thank you, appreciate you.
But yeah, go back and look at TJ's entrance at Wrestle Kingdom.
We're gonna look this up.
Look it up. It's freaking amazing.
We don't get to do this much, so let's see if we can play this here.
Shift 6. That's what it says.
Let's see. Oh, anyway. All right. Well, nope. I'm gonna learn this one day. Exit solo. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. All right, we're gonna exit.
Should be selected. So.
Unless I need to take this down or something.
Oh no, me.
We're gonna get this up because I kind of want to see it now. All right, fuck it. We'll just watch it off our phones. Deal with it. It's my show. It's my show. I can do what I want. I'm learning this thing. I know I could do it, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so TJP's new entrance. What we'll do is just go here on the old YouTuber. JP's.
I believe it was Wrestle Kingdom
18.
18, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
I don't know if that's it or not.
Okay, hold on.
No.
All right, hold on.
See if I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah. Does it look like that?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Wrestle Kingdom 18, a former WW.
No, okay, guys. I want to see the freaking entrance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the look there. But I don't know if it's gonna show the actual entrance.
That is freaking weird. I do like how they do the press conferences thing. All right. Apparently, our computer decided to get a little weird on me, and I don't like to deal with that mess. So now I have to restart my computer. You know what? It's Jerry's fault. We just blame him.
It's my fault.
Yeah, we blame him. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna also, I'm gonna pull what my buddy John Harris would do. Let's see here what I got to do here. Okay, go to Jerry Me. This is gonna be funny. I can't wait. This is gonna be hilarious.
See how this goes.
Yeah, I sent you the link. All right, so this is gonna be weird because Jerry's gonna join me through his phone. Like I said, what's great is you could do this as a guest, so it's no big deal. Okay. There you go. Yep, 22. You should be able to go through. All right. So this will be funny. Yep. This is where.
I'll buy all this bullshit.
Yeah, you don't need to buy it. I'm not gonna let you. Just your stuff.
Yeah, everything's
Yep.
working.
Green bar's moving. Good. Hit the studio.
Display name.
Mm-hmm. Just do your thing. Just put your name and or Lone Wolf or. I have a guest.
Here.
I got you. We're gonna add you to the stage.
I'm gonna have to go way over here.
Yep. You have to get away from it.
Echo.
You. All right, we should be fine.
I'm still picking up your mic.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's do this. Let me mute my mic, and we'll just talk through yours.
All right, let's try that.
And I'll
Yours?
just have my camera.
Yeah.
Up.
Have your mic on.
And my mic's off.
All right, cool. All right, we're not having any issues, so we should be good. All right, yeah. Sorry that this happened. It tends to happen, but or worse yet, I was going to say I got headphones.
Well,
I got earbuds.
Mine doesn't have a regular jack.
Oh, it doesn't?
No,
Oh, you got one of them new phones.
Yeah, mine's got the C input.
Oh man. See, I got that, and
Mine doesn't have that.
the audio jack.
All mine are through there.
I know y'all just riveted by this conversation now.
Yeah, well,
you know what? Look, these are things you must learn into the business. So all right, we're gonna kind of close this out. So here's what we're gonna say. In the week of wrestling, I think it went well. The review show will go over SmackDown and Raw, but SmackDown notes is real simple. Cody's getting a contender, and it looks like Cody's going to make it very clear that he's going to be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So that means he's going to be facing guys. They did two triple threat matches. LA Knight beats Lashley and Legado.
Yeah.
And then we had AJ beating KO and Rey Mysterio, which was a very good match. You definitely want to see KO walking up to the ring. That was hilarious.
Not as hilarious as WrestleMania.
No. But you know what I liked about it was it's just how he is now the Deadpool meme guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be the guy that reveals the curtain. So I love it. I like that he's shouting out names. So, yeah, and then you go to comments and you actually see all the comments that we did have. Yeah. Yeah, I love this. This is fun. So once we get through that, I thought Bayley had a strong promo.
Yeah.
We got to see a really good match with Naomi and Tiffany.
Which
that's going to be Tiffany's going to when they decide to let her.
I don't know how I feel on her yet.
I feel like once we see what she can do in the ring, I'm expecting her to really do something.
Right.
I want to see more.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
And I am I'm in on the pay. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I love when people tell me after the fact.
Oh, well.
Sorry, it happens.
Shit
All right,
happens.
yeah, especially with this show. That's what I'm gonna name it. C-double. Shit happens.
I mean, you got the Cody and David
Yeah.
talking shit show. So.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we got a lot of good stuff coming out, and I'm going to tell you, I like where this is going. I think SmackDown did a good show. Paul Heyman, oh my God, sold this thing. The promo, but then the selling of Solo going
rogue essentially.
Yes, going rogue. I think there's more to it. I want to see more before we say that. So with that being said, I think SmackDown is going to be real interesting to watch. I think they're going to.
Yeah.
I think Paul's going to keep putting his foot down the hammer and just ride this out. I mean, he has to. I mean, this is really. They got some good things I think lined up, especially if we can get Cody versus AJ somehow.
Yeah, that's going to be good if we can get it to happen.
Both those guys will have a good match.
Yeah.
I
think Cody and Knight will have a good match too.
Yeah. I don't have a problem. I just think as a first match, and it's kind of funny. When Roman first became champion, his first person he fought was AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that would be actually kind of cool. We don't need another Brock feud, by the way.
God, no. I'm sick of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, same here. Now, if Brock can team up with R-Truth, I'm down for that. Just to see if we could crack Brock. If we could pop Brock, I'm down for.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it, man. I think, is there anything you want to add?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Any dates? Anything you working on about to come out to wrestle? Where you at?
I got several. But the only thing I got close is the 27th of April down in Buckhead, GCW, Georgia Championship Wrestling, not Game Changer Wrestling.
Yeah.
Other than that, all my other shows are pretty much Buckhead, but throughout the year.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys check Jerry out over at the old Buckhead Arena, the skating rink.
Yeah, still the skating rink.
So yeah, check that out. We'll put it on the page, and get ready. You might see Jerry more often. We're gonna try to perfect this a little more. It'll be fun.
I mean,
now that I showed him how to use StreamYard, it's kind of funny now.
Yeah, you just send it to me on my phone. I'll pop it up on my phone.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, we'll definitely do this more often. And like I said, guys, this was our first one. If you have any questions or comments, just send them to me and we'll make it work. Go to the C-Double page or go to my Facebook page, C-Double, or the YouTube channel, C-Double28. And it's as simple as that. Pull us up and you'll see the shows and what we're doing. And I'm going to try to do some interviews. I'm going to try to get some people on. It just depends on how everything works out. So I'm just letting y'all know that. Well, it's about that time. I don't want to carry everyone off. That was Jerry. I'm C-Dub. We're out. Deuces.